Hi everyone, welcome to Scrapping Orca. Today I made this dual pop-up card. Turned out real great. Just watch my video and I'll show you all the steps on how to make this one. What do you think? You like it? Okay, so let's get started on doing this dual pop-up card. So this is the cardstock and this is the one that I'm gonna put everything on. This is 8 1/4 inch times 5 3/4 inch, and it's scored in the middle, which means 4 1/8 inch. And now it looks like this. Part 2. I also pre-cut out these two, and these are supposed to be the doors. And the doors, you cut them two of them, and they are 2 1/8 up here, and it's 3 1/4 inch here. So 2 of those. And also you need to cut out 2 pieces of the mechanism that's going to open and close the whole card. And you cut out 2 of those, and it is 1 1/8 and 4 7/8. And these are 2. So these are just the basic cardstock pieces that I need, and then we need the design paper and all of that. So let's do number 1, which is to fix the mechanism. This is the scoring board, and now I'm going to score these 2 pieces that are the mechanism, and they're gonna be on the opposite side of each other, and which are going to work that helps closing and opening the doors, which means they are going to be the same but like the opposites. And I'm gonna score both of them at 3/4. And that leaves us with 2 pieces that look the same, with one piece with one side here that is a bit wider and one that is a bit thinner, and then you put them like that. So the thin line is going on the outer side of the card. So these 2 is going to point to the middle. So this is part 1. Now I need a pencil and I need a ruler, because now I'm going to use my ruler, and I'm going to measure. So I'm going to measure on the wide side I'm going to do a mark here on the wide side at 1 1/2 inch. Just gonna do a little mark here, and I'm going to do the same on this one on the wide side. So not on the thin slim side, on the wide side. Then on the where I scored, I'm gonna do a mark in 3/4 of an inch. And you can use a ruler, or you can use this scoring board. It's whichever works for you. Doesn't matter as long as it's measured in the same. So like that. Now I got the mark on the scoring line, which is 3/4, and I got a mark on the wide side, which is 1 1/2 inch. And now I'm going to draw a line from now I'm going to draw a line from the marking in the score line to the marking on the wide side, which isn't that hard. And I'm gonna erase those later. So I just take a rubber and erase them later. So like that. Now we got ourselves 2 marks here. Yes. Now I'm going to do another marking. I'm going to go from the wide side of the corner across the mark on the scoring line and down to the other side. So from the corner to the mark like that, and on the same thing on the other side. So from the corner, put a pen here, make sure the ruler is at the mark on the scoring line, and just draw. And then we get this one. No, this one. Okay, so now I'm going to cut out. I'm going to take a scissor, and we're supposed to be cutting off the slim part here from the scoring mark up and the little thing here. So like that. So you just cut off this tiny piece, and then we're going to score. And now you see why I have this line here, because it makes it so much easier to score a straight line when the paper is not straight. Like that. And the other one too. So I'm gonna cut off the piece here. So from the corner of the slim, from and up. And now I got that off. So, and I'm gonna score this. Use the scoring board. Make it straight. Like that. Like that. So this now is the mechanism. Just gonna fold and fold. Fold and fold. I'm gonna use my bone folder here. It makes real crisp edges. And we can also fold this one. So if you've done it right, you will have 2 pieces that looks about this. Kind of hard to say, but yeah. So now take out your cardstock, and now we're gonna put them onto here. Like this. And we're gonna put glue on the thin slim line here, and it's supposed to be about here, and these are going to be so it doesn't get out on the outside, but still as close as you can get. And this is important, when this one is folded, it can't go up over this scoring line. So if the mechanism paper is too long, just trim it off down here. So make sure make sure that it is as close as you can get up here, but not too, because you're gonna glue this on here later on. So now put glue on this side. Don't want too much, but it still has to hold, so not too little either. And now I want this as close to the edge as it can get. Like that. And now this paper doesn't get over the edge here, so it's just barely on the inside here. And do the same on this side too. And if you want, you can glue this and fold it, because if it makes it easier, you can just do it like this and you glue it. The next thing to make sure is that when you fold this one, this little thing doesn't peek out here, and if it does, just trim it off like we did down here. And this one is just peeking out a bit, so I'm gonna like this. Don't think I have to trim that much. No, now it's in the inside. It's a teeny tiny piece. We're now gonna glue the mechanism on to the top of this card, and we're just gonna put some glue on this tiny triangle, on these tiny triangle over here, and on this one here, and it's supposed to go on like, you know, can you see, like this. So close to the edge of the scoring, as close to the scoring line as you can get it. So I'm just gonna go get some glue on here. And you have to use some real good glue that you know works real well. So I'm just gonna close it. Now we have to wait for it to dry, and if everything works, now we're gonna open it. It's gonna hold and lift those two up. So I'm gonna let this one dry a bit more, so you just get it to stick on real tight, and then we're going to start decorating the card. Yay! So I think this is dried enough. Now I'm going to start decorating this, and pre-cut all the pieces, and I'm gonna tell you the measurement. And first thing is this one. This is the design paper to put in between the doors, so it's gonna fit in here. Yes, it does. And this one measures 4 inches and 3 7/8. So 3 7/8 and 4 inches. And the wider part is supposed to be from the scoring line to the bottom of the card. And I'm gonna suit the edges, and I'm just gonna glue this on. And now I'm gonna mount these two. There's the outside here. They're the same, and the measurements of these two is 1/2 inch and 3 7/8. And I'm gonna suit the edges and just put them on here. This far, I think it's turning out pretty good. And I don't know, what do you say? Do you think we should do the front and the inside of the card maybe? Yeah, so I pre-cut that also, of course, and I'm gonna use the same papers that I have on the inside, but these two, and these two are the same sizes, and the inside is going to be a bit tricky, so let's start with the easy one. And the paper size here is 5.5 inch times 3 7/8. So let's start with the simpler one, which is the one that is on the outside. But let's suit them first and then mount them. And here on the inside, put some glue in the corner. I'm gonna glue this diagonally down here. Don't know where exactly where the line will be, where I have to cut this. So this is the tricky part number 2. So I'm gonna put the card base, put the paper up here, just peel it down, and I'm gonna fold here, and then I'm gonna take out the scissor and cut it off where I just folded. So it isn't that hard. I think that I will be starting on doing the doors. Yeah, and so I'm gonna do the outside of the doors first, which means I'm gonna take these two. Do you remember this? What it was? What measurements? It is 3 1/4 times 2 1/8, and I'm gonna do this in 2 more papers. So first I'm gonna use like a mat. I'm gonna use these, the red ones, like this. And these two are 1 7/8 and 3 inches. I'm gonna mount them like that, and now I'm gonna put the design paper that I want up on here. And here are the design papers for the doors, and I think this will look pretty. And the design paper on the door is 1 3/4 times 2 7/8, and I'm going to suit these also. And all of the door pieces needs to be 4 pieces of each. So in this case, I've done 2 doors, the black one, and I've done 4 red ones, the matte, and I've done 4 design papers, 1 for the outside and 1 for the inside, which adds up to 4. So this is the front side of the doors. So let's start to do the inside of it. And I'm gonna put the red ones and I'm gonna put the design paper on here. So I'm gonna mount the back side of the door at the same time that I mount the doors onto the card. Let's take out the card, and I'm simply gonna do like put the door on the outside and just glue it on like that, and it's gonna look like this. So it isn't that difficult. So I'm gonna put glue onto this, and I'm gonna put glue on here. And I want the door as close down here as I can get it. Maybe there's a smarter way, but I'm doing it like this. Oh, put glue on the wrong side. Doesn't matter. Want it to hold, so when I open it, it's now gonna look like this. And now it's time to put something on here. And here I have a trick for when you cut out dies. And you usually use like foam or something like that. But foam is very expensive and you run out of it, and cardstock is so much easier. So I pre-cut out a die that I have that says Merry Christmas. I'm gonna put it on here, but I think it's kind of disappears, and I want to pop it up, and I want to add some 3D feeling on it. So I've also pre-cut these three, so I'm gonna glue these 3 black ones together first, and then I'm gonna put the red one on top of it and make like a shadow effect. So first I'm gonna glue these together, and then I'll show you how to do with the 3D effect. Okay, so now I glued these 3 die cut on top of each other, which make this one a bit thicker. It's not absolutely straight, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be absolutely straight, since I want the shadow effect. And now when I put this on, I'm not gonna put it on straight. I'm gonna put it on a bit to the right or the left, whatever you prefer. And then you get this shadow effect, which is so great. So I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna glue this on, and you'll see the result when I put it on here. It's gonna look amazing. So now I put this on here. You see it's got, the text here is pretty thick, and you get those when you have some of those die with the shadow underneath it. This is a cheaper way of achieving that. So yeah, let's put something on the inside. We're gonna put some bling on here, of course. I want my sentiment here, so I'm gonna cut out some white cardstock paper and a black mat, and put some stamp, and let's see what we can find. So I'm gonna use this punch. I'm gonna make the corners rounded. This one is pretty expensive, but I think this one actually is worth it, since I've been using it so much. So let's put this on here. I'm gonna put some words here before I mount it. So let's find a stamp. And I think I'm going to just use a simple Merry Christmas on the inside. So I'm going to put that on as much in the middle that I can do. I think that's in the middle. What color do we want? Maybe black. Can't help it. Black is the best text color. Gonna have some bling on this one, but I think this will be great. So glue it on just right here. Yeah. So now some bling and some decorations, and then we're done. Okay, so this was the card that I made today. It's called the Dual Pop-Up Card. It's not the easiest one I've made, but just try it. I really like how this turned out. I've done another card, just the same. This is the same fold, also a Christmas card. And this one is in Swedish. It says God Jul, which means Merry Christmas. And it is the same. And here it says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in Swedish. But it is the same. Same design, just a different paper on it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that you like what you have seen and that you have subscribed to my videos. If you have an idea of what you want me to show you or to do, please comment down below. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making this card. I really like to do these fun fold cards. So have a great day and take care. Bye.